Guys, this servo has to be the world's best servo designed basically solely for the Xmaxx. The Promodeler DS1885BLWR, which is brushless, wide range. So let's take a look at the specs. As you can see, the voltage range will go from a 7.4 volt up to a 16.8 volt, which is a 4S LiPo. So you will need to get the little voltage adapter to run that. And torque stock is still 1055, and on a 4S LiPo, it's 1885 ounces of torque. That is insane. I think it's close to somewhere to just over 100 kilos. The speed is 0.22 stock, which is actually pretty average for like a normal servo, but then when you add the 4S LiPo, it goes super fast at 0.10. I don't really know too much about frequency or anything like that, but it's made out of a 6061 T6 aircraft aluminium. Bolts are made out of a grade 12.9 Allen head, which are really strong. The gears are steel, and it has two high precision ABEC 9 bearings, and it weighs 213 grams. And here's kind of a list of the sizes. You guys can pause it if you'd like to. Let's get it out of the box. Our cool Promodeler even sent me a hat. But my head's too big. Okay, so you'll need this little adapter right here. This is a 4S to like XT30 connector. This is going to help power it. Of course, you're going to need a 15 tooth servo adapter, which they do sell as well. Unfortunately, they sent me the 25 tooth. That's okay. I have gone and picked up my own. Okay guys, and this is the servo. Look at it, it just looks so nice. All that machining is just beautifully done. You can still see the machine line marks on it. Look at that, that's just quality. It's even got little like laser etched, I believe that is, and you can see the specs there. Again, some more etching. These are the mounts, and over here as well, these are the mounts. So this is made directly for the Xmaxx. You just got to do a little bit of cutting out, but I am going to actually do an install video on how to install it into your Xmaxx in a separate video. But today I just really want to test it out. You guys can see here we've got like a bunch of tires. I've got crawler tires, I've got some Xmaxx tires. You guys would have seen that on the community post. I've got Max tires, where these are Badlands. I've got stuff for the Max. This is an entire box full of new traxxas parts, like the chassis and whatnot. And the Max down there is a bit dirty. It's getting ready for some nice mods, so heaps to come. And I'm going to be actually building a ramp so we can do some sendies. Alright, one last look before we get it installed. Man, the build quality is awesome. Promodeler really does an awesome job at all their servos, so I highly recommend them. If you do want to pick one up or just check it out a little bit further, I'll leave links in the description below where you guys can get it from. But yeah, it's now time to test the beast. Hey guys, I've just ran the wire through the Xmaxx servo hole, and watch this, this just fits in perfectly. So these little pieces on the side fit in there, and this back just lines up beautifully. As you can see, a little bit of clearance for your wires as well. And just like that guys, absolutely perfect fit. Really happy with it so far. Alright guys, car's on. I've just taken off the fans just to make it a little bit quieter, but watch the way it just flings around those trenches. That is so much fun. I think I'm actually going to have to upgrade the belt crank. Alright guys, you guys have seen it inside, now it's a bit of outside sesh. As you can see, it turns the wheels like pretty well. Although I think my belt crank is kind of like a little bit shoddy. I am going to try and get an aftermarket one. Have any recommended belt cranks for the Xmaxx? Leave them in the comments below. Oh, we all want to know if it'll do a standing backflip. Alright, so I've kind of got the 4S just kind of zip tied there at the moment. As you can see, this is the setup. It does take a little bit longer to set it up, but it's but the steering overall is like really good, as you can see. As you can see, it has trenches, which by the way are like 1 kilo each wheel, and it just turns perfectly fine. I love this servo. And just remember guys, this servo is not for the faint of heart. It is quite expensive, but it is top of the line. Look at that. Just turns so easily. I mean, there isn't really too much you can say about a servo, but yeah, I'm very impressed. If you guys are wondering why the body keeps coming off, it's because it's got no rear bumper. Saving that for the rebuild. Okay guys, while I'm here, again I apologise for the wind, but I'm going to try and do the challenge from Thunder RC. He did a quad backflip with the Xmaxx, and I said challenge accepted, so here we go. Got one shot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. That was so close. Oh yeah, she's definitely broken. That landing was a bit harsh. Okay guys, bench shock. We broke the tower. The battery guard popped out. And something's wrong with the diff.